me right now. Words. New Jersey coffee jug is streaming right now.
Good morning, one and all. Happy, happy, happy Saturday. I'm NJ Coffee Junkie. Everyone on the realm calls me NJ for short, and it's Saturday! Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm so excited, you have no idea. Oh, I should probably exit out of that, and then boop. Okay. So, hi everybody. What's going on? It's a beautiful Saturday morning, albeit a little chilly. Oh, and it's a little dark out. I'm by myself on the Patreon realm this morning, holding a little prismarine in my hand. I've got my pumpkin spice latte to my right, and my pumpkin spice latte box underfoot. And as you can see, I've been very, very busy offline over the last couple of days since the last time we were all together in attempts to try to put a nice healthy dent not only into the walls and the ceiling of this structure, but also of my Minecraft bank account, because prismarine is not cheap. And poor M, the server mate who runs Murgiopolis, the store that sells all the prismarine, I have been keeping her exceptionally occupied in trying to keep. Just ignore that, that's my washing machine. In order to keep the. To keep this project going. Good morning, Yergi. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday! I'm so excited to be able to stream. I don't know for how long, because I'll be part of a longer stream later today with Joe Hills and a few other patrons. We're doing a D&D thing, and I'm still making my character because I'm massively indecisive and have no idea what I'm doing, so it's going to be a wild ride. But it's good to see you. And before I do anything else, I just want to send some quick shoutouts and thank yous to the Possibility, Ooze the Muse, it's McBoots42, and 1080 stamps for the follows while we were offline. So thank you. Thank you so much. So as you can see here, one of the things that we were able to do was we replaced all of this that was stone with dirt because we want it to be very natural and kind of blended in a little bit. And we'll do a little bit more than that. Yurgi says, "Oh darn, I'll likely have to miss that, but it sounds really fun. Good luck with it." Thank you. I'm hoping it will be. D&D isn't something I do regularly, and oh hi, good morning, Cod. Welcome to the stream. It's not something I do regularly, but it should be fun. I just can't decide if I want to play a bard or if I want to play a wizard. And part of me is leaning. Oh, afternoon. It's afternoon where you are. It's morning where I am. So, good morning, evening. There we go. But yeah, I'm not sure which one I want to play. If I want to be safe and play something a little more muted, or really kind of stretch my wings and express myself a little bit more. I haven't decided what I want to do just yet. But so as you can see, I started filling in the ceiling. We're using basic prismarine on the ceiling and the walls for now. We're going to take this nether brick and we're going to spread it out along the walls and the ceiling a little bit. But that's going to come with time. I want to see how far I can get with finishing the terraforming and everything else. And also sealing in this area up here, because I was on for a little bit last night and I saw that I was having some spawning going on, so I need to address that at some point soon. And obviously I'm going to have to do a little bit of cleanup with some of the supplies that I have out here. Cod says they told their friend to plant potatoes and he planted 4,250. That's a lot of potatoes. That's a lot of potatoes. Oh, also, one of the things that is going to keep us, for now, from finishing this project is the lack of prismarine blocks. Right now, I need about maybe 2 or 3 stacks more to finish that side, but that's the only part of the floor that has to be done. The ceiling is what I'm more concerned with. Now, I have, since I dug up the floor, because the floor, if you remember from previous streams, this whole outline for the pomegranate was all regular prismarine. And I decided to switch it up and go for prismarine blocks for the floor because I think they give a better, clearer quality, and I think they allow the pomegranate to pop more because that's the first thing I want people to see when they walk into the space is I want them to see the enormity and the detailing of the pomegranate as they're walking through. And I think the prismarine blocks really illustrate that quite a bit. But with all this regular prismarine I have, along with some sea lanterns, of course, because we do need to make sure that there's light. And while torches get the job done, they're not exactly what I'm looking to do. So for this, oh, that was rude. All right, well, that just means I'm going to have to get up there and do some terraforming later. That's fine. We'll collect all this sand while we're at it. It only hurt a little bit. It's fine. Munch on some carbs. There we go. And we'll put the prismarine in. So yeah, obviously there's sand above these spaces. I'm going to have to go in and fill it all in. Yeah, see right there, for example. I'm going to have to just go and fill it all in later. And that's what I've been doing offline with every time I come across sand pouring through. I just go up, I look for where the prismarine's sticking out, and then I go from there. But tell me, how is your Saturday going? We got through another week. Yay. Did anything exciting happen? Do you have any plans for this weekend? I mentioned before I'm doing a D&D thing a little later today. And then I'm prepping a presentation I have to give for tomorrow. My hubs and I are having our first volunteer training seminar of 2020 tomorrow, and I'm one of the presenters for it. So I am doing and presenting a workshop on conflict management and resolution for our volunteers in our organization. And basically, that course is going to help them in working with our students, the students that we advise and we mentor, to help them figure out how to communicate effectively with one another and how to work through challenges and issues that come across in a meaningful and respectful kind of way. And it's a presentation that I've given a bunch of times before. Hi Lee, good morning. It's so good to see you. She says, hiya, can't stay because I'm on my way to bed. Well, sleep is delicious. Get your fill. Get in that bed and sleep, sleep, sleep. I totally feel that. I tried to sleep in this morning, and as you can see, it kind of worked. I did get some really good sleep last night for once. Thank you, Lee. You have a really good day's sleep, and I'll catch you a little later. So have fun. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this. Bye, Lee. Good to see you, honey. Yeah, I'm really excited about this presentation. I looked over my slide deck because I use PowerPoint to present, and unfortunately, it's a little out of date because I haven't presented it in a while. Oh, and don't worry about all the daylight that you're seeing. I'm going to address it when I step back outside. I've been doing it piecemeal this whole time, but I'm just going to go through it and then fix it accordingly. But yes, I'm really excited about that. Sleep, what is that? Cod asks. Sometimes I can't answer that because I'm a night owl as well, and I was until I fall asleep. I was up to stay late for Joe's stream last night. He was talking to our buddy Pasta, whom he had introduced me to at PAX Unplugged, because Pasta is organizing an Uno charity event that Joe and I are a part of. We're going to be helping play Uno for a charity. I believe it might end up being for Child's Play, but don't quote me on that. And obviously, as more details emerge, um, information about it's going to go out and all that stuff. I think it's going to be around Memorial Day weekend, if I remember us chatting correctly. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know if you've caught or follow Pasta or anything like that, but one or two of his streams because I have a PS4. Well, Manatee Guy and I do, and he had encouraged me to pick up the Uno game that they have on there. So it was on sale, so I did. And every so often, we'll pop in and play Uno. I've only been able to do so once because, like I've said, the PS4 and a couple of other things, they're in shared spaces, and I never bother my hubs. If he wants to do something, I just let him do it. Because he's always been, patient and gracious with me when I want to stream. So, yeah. Oh, you know what? Hold on, guys. I need to take that. Sorry about that. Manatee was sleeping, so I had to go get the phone. Apologies for that. Yurgi says that the charity stream sounds like fun, and it's going to be. You guys can hear me, right? We're good? Yeah, sorry about that. The ringer's really loud in the house, and I was afraid it would wake him up. I don't know why we're not getting any music, so let me check that really quick, because I do have the music on. Music, I'll turn up a little bit. Okay, we should be hearing something now. But yeah, so the charity event's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, thank you, Yurgi. I appreciate that. And I'm really excited for it. I actually don't have work that weekend, as far as I know. I mean, if I have a last minute project, yeah, sure, um, but normally I don't work Memorial Day weekend, so I'm able to participate. And I'm actually really thrilled and, I'm really excited to be able to be a part of it. And meeting some of the people that I have through PAX, it's just been a wonderful experience. They're all really good people. And, gamers are, for the most part, really good people. So it shouldn't surprise me in the slightest, It really shouldn't. All right, we're just going to plunk some dirt in there. There we go. So, yeah, I'm really excited. So, what about you? What about you, my peeps? What are you up to this weekend? Anything exciting or different, or any games you're going to play? If you're in school, have you started your semester yet? And if so, what are you studying? Like, let's chat. This is a Saturday morning chat, so let's have some fun. While I plunk prismarine into my ceiling and try to remember where all the open spaces are. Oh goodness. Yeah, this morning when I woke up, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna take it and be chill. And Manatee's still sleeping, so I figure I'll hop on for about an hour or so. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna sip my coffee here. Good stuff. Good stuff. And fill this all in while I chat with you. This week at work was nuts in a good way. It was very hectic. And honestly, we prefer it that way. Especially, we have this new person with us, and he's great. He's a really good dude. And, just trying to make sure he gets acclimated to everything and just all just the hecticness. And it was just, one project after another, after another, after another. It seemed never ending. But we like it like that. Let's see. Yurgi says PAX South, so mostly just socializing with people. I need to resist the urge to cuddle more than they'd like. Oh wait, you're at PAX South this weekend? No, no way. That's so cool. I'm so glad you're able to go. I know that Joe had talked about going to PAX South this weekend, and it didn't work out for him, which is unfortunate because I know how much he loves going to the conventions and stuff. I think he had even mentioned it last night during his stream with Pasta. Um, oh, you're so lucky. I hope you have a lot of fun. I want to hear all about it next stream. Okay, promise me you will tell us all about it because I definitely want to hear about it, and I think everybody else would too. Um, have you considered going to Unplugged? 90% of your friend group is at PAX South? Really? That's pretty impressive. That's a lot of people. Yeah, I wish he could have too. I know that he had talked about it a while ago, and he had been looking. He, I think he was looking forward to it, but I know that he's been wanting us to go to PlayOnCon and really urging us to go to PlayOnCon, and I think it's just a matter for us of timing and where we are with things, because we do have a lot of stuff going on this year. The even years for us are usually very hectic because of our national convention later this year, and we missed the last one. So we really are making an effort to go to that. It's in Phoenix, and I'd already reached out to Impulse and Skizzleman. 90% of the people I know here were know there were surprised. Oh wow, okay. But so I reached out to Skiz and I said, hey, we're gonna be in Phoenix next year sometime, and if possible, we would love to, meet up with you. I would love to buy you a cup of coffee, because every time I come on his stream, I'm one of his mods, and every time I come on his stream, he always says, "Oh, I need coffee's here. Now I want coffee," and it always makes me crack up. But yeah, so I told him I would buy him a cup of coffee if I ever got to meet him, and I fully intend to hold myself to that promise for him because he seems like a very chill, very cool dude. And I'm looking forward to the day that we finally meet because I would love that so much. But that's just me. um, Yurgi says it's a sizable group. Unplugged does sound like fun. I'd love to go sometime. The first time we ever went was last year, actually, because um, when we volunteer for the gaming company I've mentioned, that's what we do. We volunteer for them, and we do judging and stuff. And they do their national competition for a game that we're both familiar with, that we work on. Work on as judges. We help them out. And they used to do both their national tournament and their world tournament in the same place at the same during the same weekend. And so, we would be able to do all those different events over the course of the week because Origins is a week-long event. But this year, they had moved it to Memphis, and they knew that we couldn't go to Memphis because it was September, and September for us is just a really bad year, or a really bad time of year for us because a lot of our volunteer work kicks off, and that's just time that we literally cannot take off. We cannot take off in September. So, and it was funny because we were told, hey, it's not that far from. One of our friends said, it's not that far from me. I'm willing to come meet you. This, that, and the other thing, and we're like, okay, that's cool, but we're not going. We can't make it. So, Unplugged, they had said, well, we don't need judges, but we need people to demo our games. Would you be interested in doing that instead, since you couldn't make Memphis? And we said, yeah, we'd love that. Although, to be quite frank, I was nervous about it because I'm shy around people, and that seems like a crock of garbage, but I am. And it went really well, and we were able to hang out with a bunch of people. And, Joe was there and a bunch of the patrons, and we just hung out. But being able to demo the games was a lot of fun. And I'm sure that if they need us to, they'll ask us to be at Unplugged again next year. And we're already planning to be at Unplugged next year. And we're already planning to be at Origins. But yeah, PAX last year, we were judging, and we were basically in the basement in the tournament area the entire time. And that was more than fine. Um, we actually didn't really have that much to do because we didn't have as many Worlds players last year as we did this past year. Uh, Wait, no. We didn't have as many in 2018 as we did in 2019. I have to remember it's 2020 now. Jeez. Unplugged, it's usually between the middle to end of November and early December. And this year, it's going to be right before Thanksgiving. It's going to be right before Thanksgiving. So that's going to be a little bit tough for some people to get to. It'll be tough for them, but that's usually around when it is. And we've already been told, we've already pretty much set that we're going to be there, hopefully. And it's only a couple of days, so it's not too bad. And up we go, because I forgot to put blocks in here. And might as well work on this too. Yergi says, oof, rough time of year at work for me, but it's on my someday list. Yeah, I hear that. It's not an easy time of year for me as well, Thanksgiving. Because of the nature of what I do for work, there are certain weekends that are a little bit tough to work with, and that's one of them. Let's see, can I put the dirt? Yes, I can put the dirt there. That works. So we're going to plunk down the prismarine here. And obviously, after the ceiling's put in, I have to go topside and then figure out how or where to put the dirt. Because I have to cover all of this up somehow. Let's see. Can I reach? Nope. Okay. I'm going to have to go back up. Yergi says, I work retail, and that's right. That's right in our all hands on deck season. Yeah, it is. Been there, done that. What kind of retail work do you do, if you don't mind me asking? I used to work in a grocery store and a coffee shop. My dad used to work in a grocery store. My brother worked in a grocery store. My mom worked in a grocery store. All about that grocery life, I tell you. Alright. Pick your favorite sells everything store. Got it. Okay. Yep. Been there, done that. Yep. I hear you. But yeah, November is a really tough time of year for your profession. It's just you're expected to, not do anything other than work or maybe go to school. That's how it was. That's how. Oh. Looks like I missed one. Come here. I should probably be putting down torches or end rods as I go, too, because I'm always afraid I'm going to get plunked. I had a zombie come sneak up on me last night, and it was exceptionally rude, I might add. Yeah, I only have the prismarine blocks right now. Let's break these, because we don't need that where it is. We don't need this where it is. If you could sneak away, it would be fun. I would suspect that the weekend of Thanksgiving would be tougher, and it usually is tougher if I remember correctly, than the weekend before Thanksgiving, because you have to contend with Black Friday. The bane of everyone's retail existence. as opposed to the weekend before, which isn't so bad. Okay, let's see. Looks like we're going to get some sand over there too, so let's be cautious over here. Excuse me. And I realize that my tools are hurting a little bit, but at least the picks are holding up pretty well. I went ahead also and I put Unbreaking 3 on this one, and there's Unbreaking 3 on this one as well. I have an Efficiency 5 book somewhere, and I meant to do that before I hopped online, but still, one thing at a time, right? Yergi says they're happy job hunting anyway, so who knows what November will bring. Oh, half job hunting. Yeah, you got to do it. You kind of almost have to do it piecemeal, because if you try to just, you kind of, well, one, if you're in school, that has to come first. School always comes first in terms of before job hunting, unless you're about to graduate, and then it's kind of like, got to get in there. But if you're not in school, then yeah, you kind of have to pour stuff into job hunting, but not leave yourself at a point where, you're kind of tearing your hair out because you're not hearing back from anything. You kind of have to be patient about it, because something will eventually show up. I mean, at least in my experience, it was frustrating because it took me years to find the job that I'm in now. And I was working for a small office, and I was working in a coffee shop at one point, and you lose patience that way. You lose it very quickly because you just want to, you want to start your career, or what you think your career is going to be. And you never know where you're going to end up. I was talking about this a little bit last stream during the marathon, where I hugged a creeper and died. Well, the creeper hugged me. I didn't hug the creeper. I didn't even see the darn thing. Which, by the way, I did watch the playback and went, yep, that's how I missed it. Because I was so focused on the phantoms, I didn't see the subtitles that said creeper hissing. And then after I watched it back, I went, yep, yep, that explains it. And I will sadly state that that is not the first time that's happened. Um, I think it's actually on one of the stream footage playbacks, where I was building, like carving this whole space out, and then the next thing I know, I look to my left and there's a creeper right in my face, and it scared me. Oh my God, it scared me so badly. I think I screamed. I think I skiz screamed. I was, yeah, it happens because creepers are jerks. They're always going to be jerks. Oh, hi Dorito. Welcome to the stream. I needed a mental break, so I decided to hop on and stream while Manatee's sleeping. And it's there. Um, I was saying before that, well, cause I left a laundry list of stuff that I need to do, um, in the Discord, because I have to do laundry, and the first load. Hi, Ooze! Welcome, welcome! Welcome to the stream! I'm putting prismarine in my ceiling and talking about the character I'm building for Joe's D&D thing later, and not failing miserably at it. Not the not the ceiling part, the character building part. I'm so bad at character creation. It's not funny, because I don't do it often enough. I really should. Yeah, I'm actually. Uh, Space says, Ooze says, "Yay D&D," and Space says, "I need to be at work in an hour, but I just woke up, so I can't stay." That's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna go for very, very long. I'm probably gonna go from probably until either Manatee wakes up or another hour, whichever comes first. Because I'm expecting a call back from my organization's National Internal Volunteer Development Coordinator. I need to converse with her because as of January 1st, I took over as the chair of one of her national programs. So I need to thank you, Space. I appreciate it. I will do my best to make a decent character. I promise. I'm torn between a half-elf bard or a half-elf wizard because with the half-elf wizard, I can be a little bit more laid back and a little bit more on the sidelines a little bit in my just in my interpretation of it. And if I'm a half-elf bard, then I can be a little bit more out there and be a little bit more loose and free. And I'm not sure comfort-wise where I want to be with that because you know that I'm in some cases, in certain cases, I'm exceptionally shy. So I'm not sure which direction I want to go in. Plus, also diving through the book is rather intimidating, I'm not going to lie. We have a 5e book in the house, and I was poring over it last night, and almost none of it made sense to me at all because it had been so long since I've gone through it. I originally tried to go through it when I was building the character the last time. We were told about a session, and it's pretty much all Greek to me. So I'm looking for a little bit of help with that. Like I said, part of me thinks I should just kind of stretch my wings and have fun with it, and be outgoing and gregarious and just throw myself out there and see what happens. And the other half of me is like, oh, it's gonna be streamed. So I'm in that weird place right now. But I'm excited though. I really am. I want to see what I want to see what I can do. So I'll make a decision. Knowing me, I'll probably end up playing the bard anyway, and just I don't know, going from there. Because I was starting to read through some of the character traits, and I said, oh, this isn't too bad. I could still be a half elf, so that works. Because I really want to play a half elf, because there's this thing about half elves, right? There's this thing about half elves where they live kind of in this in-between space, where they're not fully accepted by humans and they're not fully accepted by elves, and they're just trying to figure out their way in the world and trying to make themselves fit in. They're essentially a square peg in a triangle shaped hole of the world, and that always resonates with me, because that's how I've felt at times growing up. And it would really be interesting to explore that from a different perspective, someone who kind of figures out where they fit in or how they fit in. And, finding a pack of adventurers to fit in with, I think, would be an interesting way to play it. So that's definitely the race that I want to play. Just figuring out what the heck they're going to do is the challenge. I mean, I definitely want to be able to cast spells, not magic missile for those of you who get what I'm referring to, but other things. So I'm kind of in this in between area right now. I'm not sure which direction to go in. Let's see. Yurgi says the one sole time that they've played D&D was streamed, and they aren't sure if that was the best decision or not. Well, I mean, here's the thing, and this is why I'm excited for it. I think if you have, and this is what's been told to me as well, if you have a DM who has experience and that you can trust, who will be able to work with you as a Shire player, who will be able to work with you as someone who understands that you're not accustomed to it, and that you have shy, or you have shy. Great, awesome. Okay, sipping coffee right now. Hold on. Okay, that's better. A little more caffeine. Let's get it in there. But who can take those aspects of you and work with them in a way where you feel welcomed and comfortable, and there's no judgment, there's no snickering, there's no nothing, and you're with players who won't take over, or will give you the chance, essentially give you the chance to shine and let you have that moment instead of talking over you or or trying to do everything for the group and make all the decisions and stuff, then it's going to be a good time. I've been in sessions, and I'm not going to call out anybody by name because that's just rude. They know who they are. Who basically unintentionally made D&D something that I didn't enjoy because, or didn't enjoy as much, I should say. Didn't enjoy as much because they were just being themselves, and they, being more gregarious and more outgoing and more everything, kind of took over what we were doing. And that was all great and stuff. I mean, sure, but at the same time, it diminished what the game could have been for me without them realizing it. And I don't hold them at fault for it. I mean, they didn't know. They were just, having the same fun I was. But it affected my experience. And there was another session, again, not naming names, where the DM expected us to have been familiar with the source material that he was using, and we were not. And so our gameplay was delayed a half hour because he was explicitly waiting for us to say something or do something that was very specific to the source material. And we had to finally tell him, we have no idea what you're talking about. And then when he said it, we had to tell him, dude, we don't know what you're talking about. We've never seen it. And it ended up where we never let him DM again. So yeah, you want to make sure that you're in a good situation. And this is why I'm excited to give it another try, because I've been told a couple of times now that it's going to be fun and that okay, yeah, all right, so this has to come out. That I'll be with a good DM, and it'll be, they'll be patient and they'll understand and they'll take their time and they'll make sure that everyone involved is having fun. And that's ultimately all I could really ask for, is for all of us to be able to have fun. And this should not have come out. This all has to get sealed in, because this is where the roof is. This is where the ceiling is. Okay. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 stacks of prismarine left. I don't think I might actually make it. We're going on a journey today. We're gonna find out how many more things we have here before I have to go buy more and drive Em crazy, because she's been AFKing pretty much all the time now to accommodate me. Then again, I'm making it worth her while, so I guess why not? Alright, so that's all I can do on this end. Let's come back over here and start digging this out. Yurgi says that their experience was fun, just amplified the shy, and that it should be fun for sure. I really hope so. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. And I'm playing in a D&D campaign, a one-off, next week. And I'm excited for that as well. I need to make a completely different character for that. And so I'll be doing that this week. So I'm excited for that. But we'll see. Alright, so... Okay, move that forward. So what do you guys think? What do you peeps think about the space so far? It's come a long way since its original concept, and I'm pretty pleased with it. But I'd love to know what you think. For those of you, if you're watching this on a replay, throw some thoughts in the comments section. Let me know what you think, what I can do to help make this space even better than it is, besides spend more money on prismarine blocks to finish the floor. But yeah, for those of you watching right now, what do you guys think? What do you peeps think? Um, it's come a very, very long way. Because originally, this entire space was supposed to be just all prismarine, and there were supposed to be lava flows, and it just wasn't fitting in with what I wanted to do. And I think this is fitting in a little more. We're gonna fill in this entire we're gonna fill in this entire ceiling, and then we're gonna do something a little extra after because I do have extra materials, and I know I have an idea of what I want to do with it. I've also reached out to M because of how much I've purchased material wise. And if I told her that I would sell back anything I didn't use if she was up for that. So that way she wouldn't have to AFK so darn much. Oh, poop, I didn't want to do that. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Okay, so let's scoot over here. And the diorite always comes in handy. I mean, nobody really wants it, and, you know, we all know that Iskall will burn it. But, but I usually hold on to it. I use it as a filler for ceilings and roofs and stuff like that. Oh, we're down to we're down to 4 stacks. I don't think we're gonna make it. Ooze says, that's a whole lot of green. I know nothing about Minecraft. What is it? This is a block called prismarine, and it's bluish green. And in some cases it looks blue, and in some cases it looks green. And you get these blocks from Guardian. You get them from Guardian farms or Guardian temples or monuments or what have you. Um, One of our server mates has a farm that where they AFK to get these materials. These are prismarine blocks, and they're also from underwater monuments and stuff. And then this here, let me show you, Ooze, because I don't think you've seen it yet. Let me come over here and show you really quick. Um, I don't think I mentioned this in Pasta's Discord either, so let me walk you through real quick. So this right here, this is my nether portal cave. It's basically a regular cave that I cored out um, because I had this idea in my head of making something that would basically lead to the underworld, quote unquote, or in our case, the nether. Because I wanted a portal that was mine, that I constructed, that I built, because everybody else has one. And I said, well, I should be able to have one as well. And I did have some help with it because there are people who are better versed at linking nether portals and stuff than I am. Yurgi says, anyway, I should probably head out. Glad to catch some stream. Have fun. Enjoy D&D. Thank you, Yurgi. I will catch you in the Discord later. Thanks so much for stopping by. So over here, this is Persephone. Persephone's touch with the flowers and the dirt coming in, and then you come over here, and let me see if I can hop up here so you can see it better. But this is supposed to be a giant pomegranate that's split from top to bottom. And the materials I used were red nether brick for the outline and the crown that's up there. Those are sea lanterns. They are a light source in Minecraft, and I use them not only to supplement the end rods that are in the ceiling that are going to come down eventually, um, but also they represent the flesh of the pomegranate. And then I used netherrack, basic netherrack, which is a brick from the nether, which makes sense, to represent the pomegranate seeds and the juice that's within them. This was a design that I found through Google, through pixel art, and or vector art or something like that. And my friend Kaylina, she actually is on Twitch at Kaylina TV. I will always plug her because she's one of my real life friends and she's fantastic. She helped me figure out how to pixelate it because she does perlers and sprites and on top of playing retro. retro games and stuff. And she showed me how to pixelate this to where I could almost use it as a paint color or paint by numbers. So I was able to replicate this by using that method. And there's one stream where all I do is count because I'm counting out the blocks as I go. So yeah, and then you come through here, right? Let me chomp on some bread. There we go. So when you come through here, this is where the Hades part comes in, and there's going to be other stuff. I'm just putting in the ceiling for now. But you walk through, there's an H here, and you can see the nether portal is linked to the ceiling and the floor. I was thought about doing the whole floor, but when you walk across it, if you're not wearing decent armor, you take damage, and that's not what I wanted to do. You come through here, and then this leads into our nether hub. This here, this stone brick, is going to be replaced. I haven't figured out with what. Oh, hey, Dr. Derp. Good morning and welcome to the stream. I'm showing Ooze, who has not seen any of my stuff before. I'm showing them the nether portal that I'm working on right now. And so as you can see, it says here, this way to Persephone and Hades' room and NJ's cabin. Because my cabin in the woods that I did a couple of streams ago, I built that for one of my server mates for one of their episodes. That's a little bit over to the left of where I am. So this all is going to come out. And looks like screen resolution is off a bit. No, it shouldn't be. I mean, I used white dye for the sign so that it could be read easier. I think because I used an oak sign for that. This is actually going to all come out. And this is all sealed up so you can't see, but you can come through here and you can see it here. Nope, nope, nope. Ah. That could have ended badly. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I need to figure out how to get back up in there. That's unfortunate. I think I can do it this way. Yeah, because I have no rockets. Oh no. Oh dear. You know what? No. We'll make it work. It's fine. We'll do it like this. Ah, there we go. That's how to do it. I don't know. I see that, and I don't know why. Alright. I'm not sure why that is. Let me check the screen capture on OBS, because I was having a little bit of trouble. Yesterday. Okay. Alright. Looks like it was having a little bit of trouble. It's just OBS being OBS. Thank you, Dr. Derp. I appreciate that. Alright, there we go. Thank you. I didn't know. Alright, so I need to be careful because I hear ghasts, because there's no ghast protection where I am. But yeah, this is the nether. This is the underworld, if you will. I'm not going to jump that because I'm going to end up in lava and we're going to have a bad time. If you see the ghast as I look around, just give a holler and I'll pop back in because I don't feel like fighting ghasts today. Actually, let me scoot this over just a hair so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, so I actually need to look underneath here. Yeah, see, I can't really dig underneath there because if I do, I'm not careful, that's where I'm going to end up. I'm going to end up in the lava. So I need to figure out how to do that later. Dr. Derp is asking, what server is this? This is the Joe Hill's primary Patreon realm. This is for his patrons. I've been a patron of his since April of last year. Oh, hi, good morning, Pew Twitchy. Nice to see you. Thanks for hopping in. Welcome to the stream. They say if you jump in lava, you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah. Just look at Joe's last episode and see what happened. It's never a good time to jump in lava, especially since I don't have any fire resist on me. So I'm going to end up replacing that with either red nether brick or or glass and lava, but I haven't decided. I haven't decided how to do, or actually no, I might just replace it with glass. Because that's what I did for one of my shops, and I'm still really proud of that. And maybe I'll show you guys them all in a little bit, but I do want to try to, I do want to try and work on, I do want to try to work on, oh, you know what? Real quick, I'm going to show you what I did for one of my shops ooze, because I think you would appreciate it. So I actually own 3 shops on this realm. As opposed to Fallycraft, I share ownership of a new coffee shop with my server mate there, Sixie. Um, we sell potions, and I have a coffee shop on here. I'm pretty much known as the Minecraft barista amongst this group because Fallycraft has a lot of people who are on or who are Joe Hill's patrons. Um, it just started out that way. So let me really quickly show you our mall that opened right before I joined. And I ended up with 3 shops because there weren't that many of us back in the day. Now there's a whole big bunch of us. I think there's maybe, 10 or 11 new patrons since this. Yeah, there's a lot of us. So this is Murgiopolis, and this is where I go to get all of my prismarine stuff. And as you can see, I've been here. I don't need any of this just yet. I might come back for the dark prismarine. I haven't decided yet. I might. Let's see. So this is shop number 1. This is my coffee shop. And I don't think I have anything yet. That's Tiger. Tiger keeps an eye on the place when I'm not there. But I came in here specifically... Good morning, Manatee. I came in here specifically, Ooze, to show you this shop. This is Spice Baby. It's my hot sauce boutique. And I was inspired by the Sears Tower in Chicago, which has that glass floor. Dr. Derp is asking how I am today. I'm doing very well. How are you? So there's lava under here and nether brick and magma blocks because it's hot and spicy. And so I sell 2 things here. I sell hot stuff coming through, happy fun sauce, which is what Tango Tech calls it, but this is lava buckets, which I need to replenish when I'm done with the Persephone build. And then on this side, 2 hot, cool off with antacid. So this is fire resist. So I sell 8-minute fire resist potion in here as well. And then if people want, they can... Oh, looks like people left me lava buckets. That's cool. If my pockets weren't full, I would fix all of that. And I'll come back and fix it later. That's fine. I have a glass shop as well called Kiss My Glass. It's in the back. You know what, while we're here, I'll show it to you real fast. But then I gotta get back. Absolutely the honor system. Nobody griefs, nobody steals. We work in tandem. We take care of one another. And so here I sell every shade of glass. So there are 16 different shades. Everything from yellow to blue and cyan to black and gray. And with all the new people that are on the server, I suspect that I'm going to have to keep very busy and make sure I find as much sand to smelt as possible. I do need to restock in some places. I haven't had the time to do it. I haven't given myself the time to do it. But, yeah. Dr. Derp says they have a great idea for a floor design with glass. If I pop into a testing world and quickly build a concept for it and send a picture on Discord. Oh, yeah, please do. That would be awesome. I'd love to see it. And Ooze says, I had no clue that Minecraft had gotten this involved. I just only started playing when 1.14 came out, and that was um, what, July of 18, I think. So I haven't been playing that long, actually. Um, and there's a lot of stuff in this game that I don't know how to do yet, and there are things that I'm learning along the way. And it's one of those things where this allows me an outlet of creativity, where if I tried to draw or anything like that, I don't necessarily feel I have that kind of artistic capability, but with Minecraft, the possibilities are endless. And so I can do something and see it come from my head into reality, and that still kind of boggles my brain a bit, to see that come together. And this, the way it's coming together, is actually it's actually a massive trip, just because it's coming from me. It's my idea, and there's some things where I have help, and my server mates are fantastic. I mean, when I first started playing, I came into this realm because I saw some of the builds. Someone had posted pictures in the Patreon Discord, and I said, you know what? That is so cool. I really want to do that. I really want to be a part of that. And so I decided to become a patron where I could play. But when I first logged in, I was so intimidated. I didn't know what to do because I'd built some stuff in a single player world just to get acclimated to everything. But I said, oh my gosh, this is wild. This is intimidating. Oh my gosh. Um, but my first day, the second I logged into the server, someone, Cara Sophia, immediately came over and introduced herself and took me on a tour and showed me around and made me feel welcomed, and made sure I had armor and made sure that I had the basic supplies so that I could play and kind of be on an even keel with everyone. And she was so gracious in taking the time out to do that, that now, oh, it's a great community. It's absolutely a great community. I'm we've become really good friends. We've become really good online friends over the last, I think 6 months since I joined. Um, and I pay that back with every single person who hops onto the server, because I'm usually on when they are for some reason, and I offer to give them the tour. And I'll give them I usually give a couple of diamonds, or if I have an extra piece of gear, I'll give them that. Um, I show them where the farms are. I tell them, you know, this space is open to build, this space is open to build. We haven't gone that far out. And to be honest, we really haven't. I mean, this is a gigantic seed, and we've barely scratched the surface of it. I mean, it took me, I think, 3 months before I had the courage to actually venture outside of Spawn Town, because Spawn Town's pretty safe. And I've started venturing out. I mean, this is pretty far from Spawn Town. This is on an island about 1,500 blocks or so from where Spawn Town is, and I'm here. And I'm by myself. I mean, I'm the only one on the server right now, so a lot of the other players are usually sleeping or at work or something like that. And a lot of times, on this server and on Valleycraft, we have a lot of European players, and so they'll play when I'm at work. And it's just like, I want to play with you guys, but I can't because I have a day job and it's day for me. Space says, okay, I have 15 more minutes before I have to leave for work. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you could come back for a few minutes before having to head out again. Whee! Okay. Yeah, so one of the things I know I have to figure out what I want to do besides the sea lanterns, because I don't think the sea lanterns are going to be enough once I take all the torches and the end rods out, it's going to be dark in here no matter what. I know I'm going to get mobs. So what's going to probably end up happening after I do the design I want to do with the darker bricks, I think I'm going to have to put in sea lanterns in the ceiling, and maybe speckle them in the floor. just so that we have enough light in here that we don't get mobs all the time. Because the last thing I would want for this nether portal is for it to be a mob factory or an unintentional mob farm. Ooze says, I do need to head out. Break from the to-do list is sadly over. Oh, that's okay, Ooze. Um, I don't know when I'm going to stream again. I want to say Tuesday night, but don't quote me on it because Manatee and I might have stuff going on after work. But, but yeah, I'm glad you could stop by for now. Uh, hey, if I get home early enough, maybe I'll even stream tomorrow. Who knows? I just don't know yet. The weekends are always a crapshoot, so I just take advantage when I can. But I'm so glad you came by. I hope your to-do list goes smoothly. Yes, you absolutely will. You will definitely see me soonly. Enjoy the rest of your day. There we go. Okay. Catch you later. See you in the Discord. Alright, so boop, 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 boop. Now thank you very much, Dr. Derp. I appreciate that. I'll check it out after the stream. Nope. So I already know I already have a strong inclination that I'm gonna end up going broke on this build. I already know that for a fact, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need more prismarine. Now, once I put in, I'm not gonna pick any up just yet. I am going to kind of see, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna see after I put in the accents and the sea lanterns. I'm going to see how far that takes me, and see if I can stretch out what I have left. Because if I can do that and save myself, 6 or 8 diamonds, that would be great. Because I think I've already spent I've spent a good 20 or 30 diamonds easily, if not more, on this build. Not counting the nether brick, because I basically bought out the store in that respect. Whee! Okay. So, even though I can't see the picture right now, Dr. Derp, what was the idea that you had that sparked that drawing? Maybe if you could tell us a little bit about it, and I'll check it out later. Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay. There we are. Okay. Now we can pick up where we left off. And by the way, if anybody sees in the closed captioning, since I'm so focused on this, if they see the word creeper, speak up. Tell me so that I don't get blown up to smithereens. I don't want to get blown up again. I mean, it happens at least once a stream, but still, don't need that today. Let's go retrieve that. At least I have enough dirt to cover everything when I go topside. And I realize I've been going for a little over an hour. I'm probably gonna hang in for another maybe 20 minutes or so. I didn't want to stream too long. I do have some stuff I need to take care of today. So besides, I'm gonna run out of prismarine at some point. Yeah, I think I'll stop when I run out of materials. It should be another like 15-20 minutes or so. And I'm probably going to end up going back to probably go back to what I was doing with the character creation. And I have another load of laundry to put in. I'm going to sip my coffee more. Hold on. Excellent. Okay. And I have to look over my presentation for tomorrow afternoon. Thankfully, the organizers of the event that we're going to tomorrow made sure to let me know what time I was presenting. And it turns out that I'm in the last block, which is fine. I don't mind. So that just means I don't necessarily have to rush there if I don't want to. I will anyway, knowing me, because I want to see everyone, and I'm really looking forward to some of the presentations that are being done. But also, it'll give me time to tweak things accordingly, because I am in the middle of revamping a couple of the concepts and adding in a few new things I've learned along the way, because I hadn't updated that presentation in a bit, and I think it'll be productive, and I think everyone will get something out of it by the time I'm done. Let's see. How's this looking so far? I know it looks a little dark. I'm gonna throw down some torches and maybe a couple of end rods along the wall just to keep it lit. But what do you think so far? Give me a thumbs up or a thumb sideways. Let's plunk a thing there. I probably should just throw some end rods up there for the heck of it, but one thing at a time. I haven't seen any mobs spawn yet, so I think I'm safe for now. You know what? Hold on. 18 scaffolding is not enough to work with. I think I have some more in one of these chests, which I've been slowly but surely emptying out as I go. You know what? We'll drop the magma blocks. We'll drop off the granite. We'll drop off the extra dirt, the extra sea lantern, the sand, the cobble. Just empty the inventory out just a little bit. Let's see. Ah, there's the extra scaffolding. That's what I was looking for. That should be enough. It looks like we have some dark prismarine in here too. We'll grab that. We'll grab the nether bricks. There's netherrack in here. I don't know why. I don't know why I only have 2. I've got the magma blocks here, and you know what? I'll grab those. Those will be handy. This is my light roast box. This is where I keep all of my light sources. So extra magma blocks, coal for fire, my flint, and then this is my travel mug. So I keep all my wood in it. My trident's in there so I don't lose it. And there's pumpkin in here. I don't know why. And then, let's see. Nope. Derp. Okay, hold on. Let's see, then in here's my transporter. This was a gift from a friend of mine after I lost one of my shulkers in a freak death that I don't remember at this point. My coffee bean that has all of my food in it, or food products, so I have instant health, strength 2, leather, basically anything that could be ingested is in this box. And then this is the box of Joe. This just has a whole bunch of random stuff in it, including more sea lanterns. I didn't realize I had so many. And then this is the pumpkin spice latte box. So I have some light blue terracotta in here that I'm going to use on a future project. I got that for free. Let's see, some prismarine shards, some mossy cobble. I thought about using mossy cobble at some point, but I don't know for what yet. And some white concrete that I'm using for a future build. The sand I'm probably going to just end up smelting into glass so I can use it for my shop. Let's see. More ceiling work. We've got about a little less than a stack and a half. And Dr. Derp says, let me catch up with chat for a little bit. Space says, it looks good so far, fantastic, thank you. And Dr. Derp says that the design they sent me is a purple glass floor design that's made of the bottom layer being glowstone with water on top. Together with the purple glass, it produces a magnificent textured purple color. Oh, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Just a typical Saturday morning in the NJ Manatee house. Sorry about that, everybody. And Space says, I don't want to have to go to work. Talk to you later, NJ. Good luck with D&D. Thank you, Space. Have a good shift. I hope it goes as well as it can. Okay. So if you all couldn't tell, Manatee's up. And he's in the room with me. And he's waving hello. But in any event, so I feel like this is the opposite of diggy diggy hole. It's just diggy diggy ceiling, I think. It doesn't have the same ring to it. Okay, so, alright. Because now we're at a point where there's so much exposed, I think what I want to do is take 5 seconds over this way. And we have a ton of dirt here. So I'm just going to grab a couple of stacks of dirt. Looks like it's starting to get dark. I'm still the only one on the server, so I can sleep and not have to worry about needing anyone else. Because this realm has a requirement of everyone who's on at the same time sleeps, and that can be a little bit tough to coordinate. Now, as you can see here, you can see where the corner is because of all of this. I've basically taken this all out. And by the way, if you're wondering, I'm wearing Frostwalker boots. So, Frostwalker boots basically, freeze the water, so we're probably going to end up having to terraform this entire space as we go. And there's probably some peeking out underneath that I'm just not going to be able to see with the boots on. So I know that I'm going to have to come back and do a little bit of fixing. And I know that I'm going to have to go around to the other side to see where the sand that I had, that had been taken out and fallen on my head, that needs to be replaced. So I just have to figure out where that exactly is and then replace it. Because, as much as we want to make sure that we leave things as good as we can. As good as we can. And kind of not leave a mess, I think is the best way to put it. Just not leave a mess. And I obviously did not bring enough dirt with me. I didn't think this was more than 2 stacks. So we'll do the best we can for now. We'll cover this up as much as we can. And then later on we'll come back and we'll fix it. Okay, so that's as good as we have it for now. And obviously we're gonna have to... Oh! Well, at least I can do this. Boop. So we'll come back here with more dirt. And we'll just come around this way. Back to the cave entrance, which I think is over this way. I get turned around easy, so I have to be careful. No, it's this way. Yeah, I know the cave is over here because of the birch trees. That birch tree in particular. Because here's the cave entrance. Now I could go ahead and I could strip this bottom log, and that would be a great indicator, but I don't want to ruin the tree. So what I normally do, what I've done, is I have my cabin in the woods, and this is what I was mentioning to Ooze earlier. I had built this for Jorander to use for his episode a while back. And now, obviously, because it's not being used, it's all covered with vines. And this, apparently, and I meant to actually show this on stream, but this was a gift from Liverfoot, because with all the terraforming that I've had to do in the space, I had given them I had given them all the stone. Like, I went ahead and smelted all the cobblestone that I had picked up and made it stone and just sent it to them. And I dropped it off for them. And I think they have more than enough. So they did this for me. They brought me a beehive, some honey, and some honeycombs. I have no idea what to do with any of it, but it was a very sweet gesture. So thank you very much, Liver. I appreciate that. But when I get turned around and I'm at the cabin, all I have to do is look for this poppy that's over here. And then, just like breadcrumbs, the poppies lead me to the cave. And I might actually plant oxeye daisies or lilies of the valley or something around this to make it a little bit more make it stand out a little bit more. So that way it could be easily found by people. And obviously all this stone and everything else will be gone in due time. There might be bees inside the beehive, probably, but like I said, I haven't given myself the time to figure all of that out just yet. I will. I just haven't made the time yet. I might make a honey farm where I keep mascot farms and where I keep the wheat and the pumpkins that I grow in the back. I might do that. Okay. So we're going to just come up this one, and we're going to start digging this out. And I see more light. Okay, so looks like we definitely have work to do. Alright, and we're down to our last stack of prismarine. And we have all this to go, so looks like I'm going to have to go buy out M stock again. But that's okay, that's what it's there for. We'll just put this across. There we go. Dr. Derp says that I could make a honey farm with those materials, and that they made a huge industrial honey farm on the SMP server where they play. And it's located in the end? You have it in the end? Oh, that's bonkers in a good way. That's really cool. How do the bees work in the end though? You have me curious. I don't think they would survive in the end. But they're viable in the end? You have me gobsmacked, my friend. You have me gobsmacked. Like, how do you get around without, the Enderman bothering you? Because that's what I worry about. And that's why I've only been in the end. I've only been in the end once, and that was because on Fallycraft they have an end hub, I think is a good way to put it, where you're in the end, but you're not technically in the end because you're not in the exposed area. You're in this like built up safe space, and that's the only way I've been able to experience it so far. Because I'm chicken, and I'm not afraid to say I'm chicken. Eventually I'll make my way further out into the end, just not right now. Dr. Derp says that bees work only at day and when it's sunny outside. In the end, there is no day-night cycle or weather cycle, so they're just going all the time then. Is that what you're telling me? They're just consistently producing because they always think it's daytime? Wow. Hey everybody, we're gonna learn something new today. Because I sure as heck didn't know that. And I think I went the wrong way. There we go. Let's take these back. Yeah. We'll go the other way. Because I think this is as far as we need to go for this. I really hope I have enough dirt for this adventure. I really do. Alright, let's see. Oh, nope. Shoot. I think I will have enough dirt to finish covering the outside. I still have about 6 or 7, 6 or 7 stacks. by the time I'm done. I hope that's enough. I'm also taking whatever I'm also taking from whatever is out here, so I think that'll do. Yeah, I can reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can place 6 more, and then I'm out. And I'm gonna have to go buy more. Let's see. Dr. Derp says they're not scared of Enderman anymore. They've been playing since 2011 and have God armor on that server. So, well, yeah, if you have really good armor, I can see why you wouldn't be afraid. And they're saying that they'll send me a picture of the farm. I would love to see that. That would be cool. Especially since you have this way that bees work in a very non-traditional space. I would love to see how that came together. And last prismarine block I have on me. Plunk. Okay. So we've gone through all of that. We have gone through all of that. And we still have this much to go. Y'all, I'm going to be broke by the time I'm done. But we do have the nether bricks, and I did use a bunch of them on the nether tunnel that I walked you through earlier. So I'm going to double check my chests and see what other materials I have in here to work with. So we have sandstone and all that stuff. That's not helpful. The gravel and the granite are not helpful. The food is not helpful. The weapons are not helpful. We have the magma blocks, which could come in handy. I actually might switch to the magma blocks and use those because those would be exceptionally helpful, I think. And we'll take this gas tier because we have another thing for it. Let's see. There's a ton of granite, more magma blocks. We've got the random nether rack, more sand, more sandstone. I'm going to grab those and put those in the other chest because... Alright, because I think it was my PSL? Yeah, PSL. There we go. Just trying to organize and clean up here a little bit because once I'm done, all this stuff has to come with me. So I have to figure out how I'm going to transport it all because I have... Let's grab the dirt too while we're at it because we still have to cover all that other stuff. Good morning, Sixie. Welcome to the stream. I am trying to organize my thing here and it's been adventurous. I have a ton of dirt, which I'm happy about. Ton of granite, more magma blocks. We'll throw those in there. Sixie says they're super tired but around. You're just a trooper. For real. You really are. Ah, okay. I wondered what happened with these. I was saying to myself, I knew I had 2 extra shulkers here somewhere. And I've been holding them this entire time. I've been holding them this entire time and had no idea. So this is the shulker box that has the gas tiers in it, so let's plunk that in there. And I have granite and nether bricks. Ooh, I have more nether bricks. Thank you, Secret Santa. Because those are going to come in handy for sure. And then this one just has all the random stuff in it. This is my coffee mug. If you haven't noticed, all of my all of my shulker boxes have coffee pun nicknames. They all do. That's a lot of granite and a lot of andesite. Good gravy. Okay. So I ran out of prismarine. I have dark prismarine, and I have dark prismarine, and I have magma blocks. Now, what I could do is I could line not the corners, but basically this wall, this all the way around. I could probably get away with using magma blocks for that, because I have 4 stacks of magma blocks. Huh. You know what? Let's go on an adventure. we're gonna see how that looks. Come with me. Let's see how this goes. Because I do need the prismarine blocks to finish the floor. And I don't want to buy anymore. I've bought so many. Oh dear. Oh dear. Besides, no one will go along the wall anyway, so it's fine. I think we can get away with it. If it looks funny, you know, obviously we'll tear it out, but I want to see something. I think one of the challenges, I think one of the challenges, I could, but I don't feel that I have the experience for it, so I'd rather just buy it. Nope, not there. Let's see how this looks. If it takes away from it, then, you know, obviously we'll put all the blocks back. But again, I want to do something where it's pretty, but it's ominous, you know? Dr. Derp says they'll teach me. Oh, that's very sweet. I would love that. That would be great. Okay. How am I going to get the experience if I don't try? That's true, and I'm the kind of person who prefers to learn at their own pace. And one of the goals that I have for this year in terms of Minecraft is to learn how to understand and how to use redstone components, because that's something I don't know how to do yet. So I kind of say it as one thing at a time. And I think the more I play, the more I'll feel comfortable and acclimated. I also have a goal of going end rating by the end of the year. Actually, you know what? I realize I'm gonna stop there, but I would like... I want this to remain prismarine blocks because I want people to be able to walk through and not have damage from it. 60 says there is a public guardian farm. Yeah, and I don't know how to use it. I legitimately do not know how to use it. 60 says that they could go end rating on Fallycraft after LMS is over. Yeah, I would like that because I think learning there would be a good shout because we have keep inventory there. And that's what I'm afraid of with end rating is that if I have all this material on me, then I'm just going to lose it, and that would be just really sad. That would upset me. Okay, so now that I have the prismarine blocks, I can fill in the floor over here. So let me do that while we're thinking of it. And I've been going for almost an hour and a half, and I'm going to finish up really, really shortly. Just because I do want to finish the character I'm building, and I do have to put laundry in the dryer and stuff. You know, weekends are usually the, hey, you're not at work, do all the things days. And, you know, it's all fun and games until you run out of clean pants. And I would like to have clean pants. That would be good. And we'll put this torch here. We'll put one here, here, and here, and maybe here. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. We can fill in a good chunk of this though, which makes me happy. 60 says that they are slightly stressed about the Gauntlet of Death thing. Trying to be chill, but man. Yeah, 60 is doing, on another server that we belong to, they are part of a Demise-esque game right now, that's been going since the server started. And they're one of 5 competitors still in the game. And because they want to go to the next game to do, the admins and owner of the server developed this game for them to go through, and whoever wins will essentially win the demise game that's going on right now. To expedite it, because everyone is not just so good at surviving, but also because some players, they can't be on all the time, and so that makes it difficult. It is like a finale kind of thing, and it's exciting, and I'm really curious to see how you do, and I'm rooting for all of you. I can't play favorites because I just can't. But I do hope that you end up pulling a good time. Excuse me. Okay, I think I stopped. Yeah, I stopped there at the pillar. So do 1 and 1 and 1. You want to do well, but you don't think you will. Well, I think you're gonna do the best that you can. And if you do the best that you can and you try, then you are gonna do well, regardless of what the time says. So try to think of it that way. They want to practice parkour, but they're too tired, they just get frustrated. Well, when are you supposed to go through the gauntlet? I mean, if you're going through it, later or another day, then just rest as much as you can. Don't try to practice when you're tired. You're just going to cause yourself a lot of grief and anxiety that you don't need. Okay. So now we're going to take another look at it after we fill in the last of the blocks over here. Now that we have this all squared away. Oh, come on, please be enough, please be enough, please be enough. Okay, and then I think there's one more around. 6, he says, is presumably ready since they were testing it yesterday. Yeah, I heard about Fally's test, and that's going to be interesting. Okay, so we now have enough prismarine. Okay, we're finally taking the boat away. So now that we have enough prismarine for the floor, and that the magma blocks don't take anything away from the floor. I think it even accents it just a little bit more. Like, my eyes still go to the pomegranate. And I think that was actually a smart move, because now the floor is completely done. I don't have to buy any more prismarine blocks. I just have to figure out how the heck I'm going to get more prismarine, regular prismarine, because I bought all of it. So I'm like, okay. And I'm out, so I have a feeling I'm going to need at least 6 or 7 more stacks of it. So, oof. Okay. Yeah, I would love that, 60. I would. I'm going to need so much more prismarine, and M has been gracious in getting those materials for me. I don't want to overtax her in that. Because even when I put in the the nether bricks, which what I want to do is come through here and then have them spill out and snake across the ceiling and across the wall. Like, I put the prismarine in here, but I want to snake it all the way around the wall. Kind of like tentacles, and have it come up that way. But part of me is wondering if that might be too distracting. Because, like I said, I want this to be kind of ominous and a blending of the a blending of the two, the bright, almost innocence of Persephone, but the dark broodingness of the underworld coming to get her, so to speak. Like, this is her space. This entire room is her space, and this is him trying to come out and get it. So I have to figure out how I would want to style that to get it the way that I want. So I need to have a think. I need to have a think on that. I really do. But it's noon. I have 3 hours to do 6 or 7 different things. So I think, my peeps, I think I'm gonna call it here for now. Um, I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow because, like I said, I'll be at an all-day seminar, um, learning about and helping educate volunteers on how to work with the students that we work with. Um, but I will try to be back on Tuesday. I have some stuff Tuesday night, so if I do stream on Tuesday night, it will not be at 9 o'clock. It will be later than that. Time TBD. Um, if anything else, I could even try for Monday night, but again, I'm not sure. However, if you keep if you keep an eye on things on my Twitter at NJ Coffee Junkie, give me a follow and you'll be able to know when I go live. This was kind of impromptu, which is why I didn't tweet it out earlier, but I try to be a little bit better about that. You can follow me on Twitch here if you haven't already. If you like what you see, feel free to give me a follow, and that would be awesome. And if you're watching the replay and you like what you see, don't hesitate to hit subscribe, so that way you always know when I upload videos and stuff. And every replay that I post usually goes up within 24 to 48 hours after the stream ends, because that's a Twitch rule. But you know, I'm really glad that everyone could be here today. Want to say hello to iJup or Ljup. Good morning or afternoon at this point, and welcome to the stream. Sorry that it's ending right now, but glad you could pop in anyway. Now, as is custom, before we go anywhere and do anything, we are going to find someone to raid, because that's what we do. So let's see who's raiding. Looks like Dr. Sturp says they'll see me later. Thanks so much. Looks like our buddy Thomas to Space is streaming some Minecraft today. Let's go raid Thomas. He actually just became an affiliate very recently. So let's go in there and give him a shout and say, hey, NJ's Coffee Raid is brewing. Let's show our support for a fellow Minecrafter. He does really exquisite work, so check him out. But again, thanks everybody who popped in for this impromptu stream. I'll see you eventually. And as always, don't forget to be excellent to yourselves and to each other. Have fun raiding Thomas and have a great, great, great weekend. Take care. Have a good one.